Welcome to the Alliance Connection, a podcast by the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. Each week, we bring you insights on business, economic development, and community growth in the Greater Fort Dodge region. Our focus is to drive progress, support local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in our area. Good morning and welcome all of our listeners and everybody that's joining us here today. I've got Julie and Jen from Friendship Haven with us today, Katie.
Yeah, welcome guys.
Thank you. Oh,
we nailed it.
We practiced that in unison.
I love that. So before we get into it, because there's a lot of exciting things happening at Friendship Haven and in our community, and I can't wait to share with our listeners and to learn more about it. But before we get into that, Katie, we just want to first let everybody know about everything going on with the Growth Alliance, and there's exciting things happening that you could find in the Business Connection or right here with us. Like we have our upcoming Leading Ladies with Afton Holt. So that's going to be very exciting. That's on July 1st. So registration for that is happening right now. And what else do we have going on, Katie?
Well, we have a couple ribbon cuttings, one of them being for you guys. You guys are celebrating 75 years, right?
Yes.
And then
Awesome.
we're rededicating the bell, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Cool. That'll be so fun. Do we get to ring the bell?
Well, the bell is the original bell from the chapel on the hill, which was our original chapel at Friendship Haven. We have restored it. We have it now displayed in a very prominent place. So the bell ringing itself remains to be seen.
Okay.
That's going to be a surprise on June 25th.
Nice.
Awesome.
Insider scoop.
That's right. You heard it here first.
And then we also have a ribbon cutting with Charmed Spaces. That's going to be June 20th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That'll be good. And of course, you can get all of this information at our website, or if you have not yet subscribed to our newsletter, make sure that you do. So I guess we're going to also get into, we have on the cover of the Business Connection is what?
Frontier Days Parade.
Always a fun time.
Yes.
Love that. And also inside we have great Q&A from Dr. Jesse Ulrich. So many amazing, talented Iowa Central folks that have retired. Yeah. So a special segment giving them some special recognition and just a nod to some great work in our community. So exciting to see that if you haven't yet checked it out. But with that, welcome Julie and Jen from Friendship Haven.
Thank you.
Thanks. So glad.
We did that better.
We did do that better. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I love that. So tell me a little bit about Friendship Haven. I mean, just give me the high overview if you guys would.
I'll let you start.
All right. Well, as you said, we're celebrating our 75th year this June. And Friendship Haven, over the 75 years that we've been here and have been a really important part of our community, we've changed a lot over the years, but in my really short description, Friendship Haven is a beautiful campus for folks 55 years and older, and we have many different neighborhoods. One of the things I hear a lot when people come to visit the campus is, I didn't know you had this, I didn't know you had this. We have 52 beautiful townhomes. We have independent apartments with Kenyon Place. We have catered living with our River Ridge apartment opportunity. We have assisted living with the gardens. And then, of course, we have skilled and long-term care and advanced care for people living with Alzheimer's with our Simpson Health Center. So It's so much more than a place to live, though. It really is a beautiful campus with lots of wellness opportunities. We have Wind Down Wednesdays on a lot of Wednesdays where we have live music.
I want to come to that. That sounds amazing.
It's great. So there's just it's more than a place to live. It's a place to call home.
Yeah,
True.
that is amazing. 75 years. Just, I mean, the way that you're just describing it really is what a gem in our community that we have.
So how long have both of you been at Friendship Haven?
So I've been in my role for almost 2 years now, just coming up on 2 years in July.
And what do you do, Jen? What's your role?
My role really is to figure out how to engage people with Friendship Haven.
Oh.
So that ranges from our residents to their families, people in the community, really anybody who wants to find a way to connect with our campus, my role is to help make that happen.
Awesome. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like a fun job.
It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
And Jen has done an excellent job for us. She really is the mastermind behind Legacy Week. And I know we're going to get to that in a minute, but that has been her baby and has involved a wonderful team of volunteer employees to pull off what's going to be an incredible week-long celebration. So we're just so glad that Jen has joined our team. I lovingly call her the taskmaster because she gets things done. She doesn't mess around, but she also has done a wonderful job building relationships with donors, with residents, with families, with staff members. She just has embraced the role wholeheartedly, and we're super glad she's been with us, that she joined us. I started at Friendship Haven probably before you were born.
I don't know. What year was it?
It was 1999. And
No, girl, I was born in 92.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
I left for a couple of years, but have been with the organization since 99. And I've served in this role, and I often tell people that I'm the head coach at Friendship Haven. Now, technically, I'm the CEO, but my role has really evolved over the years, and I do a lot of coaching with team members at Friendship Haven and with other organizations as well. And I've been doing that since 2012.
Awesome. That's amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And how many employees do you guys have at Friendship Haven?
We have nearly 400 full and part-time employees.
Wow. You guys are definitely a major employer in
I
our
would
community.
have never guessed that.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
crazy.
And it's really interesting. Our employee base is, what did we figure out the other day? We have 3, if not 4 generations of employees working with us.
Wow.
And in 2025, 2 of our employees celebrated their 50th year with Friendship Haven.
Goodness.
Yeah,
pretty
I love
That's so
saying
special.
that, and they're still working and going strong. Mary Jean and Steve have been a big part of our community and our history, and so we've enjoyed celebrating them this year.
That's just a testament to the culture that you guys have and your leadership and your, the glue to get things done, and just the culture there is really cool. And I mean, I think the longevity of your employees speaks the most to that. So congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
And then I want to get into 75 years. What a milestone.
Yes.
So really, what does this mean for Friendship Haven, and what can we tell our listeners and the rest of the community about this amazing milestone of 75 years?
I think you said it earlier, Astra. It is a testament to the longevity of the organization. There's so many people that are a part of making Friendship Haven what it is today. The team often gets tired of me saying Friendship Haven is bigger than any one person, but we truly do believe that, because it takes a lot of people to do what we do every day. And it's meaningful this year because 75 years is something to celebrate. We're looking forward to the next 75 years.
Yeah.
But June 25th, we're going to start celebrating this great accomplishment. And Jen can walk you through what is going on. Starting Wednesday, the 25th, we just have a jam-packed week.
Yeah.
We do. Legacy Week really is going to offer us a great opportunity to honor our past, really celebrate our future where we are today, and then also envision our future for what's to come. And so we're excited that we have the opportunity to do that and engage our community in that with us. Like Julie said, kicking off the week on that Wednesday, the 25th, will be the rededication of the Chapel on the Hill bell.
Wow.
We had a gracious gift that allowed us to restore that bell and put into place a permanent display. Wow. So it will be right outside our Welcome Center. At 4:30 on that Wednesday, the 25th, will be the dedication ceremony and ribbon cutting. And that will be followed by a reception in our Welcome Center for those in attendance. Jim's Carpet One has agreed to sponsor our reception that afternoon. So we thank them for that too. Yeah. So that will really kick things off, and that bell will be rededicated as a tribute to Reverend Dr. Clarence Tompkins, who was our founder. So so really trying to kick off with the historical piece of things between honoring him and putting the bell back in place on campus. Looking forward to that event.
Yes,
That's awesome.
us too.
Yeah.
Is that open to the public? And this is a big celebration for not only Friendship Haven, but we want everybody to come, right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely. That event is open to anyone who wants to be a part of it. We're hoping we have really good attendance. And I know we have a lot of residents looking forward to it, but it would be fantastic to have community members come out as well.
And we know there will be some very special guests. I'm not going to give anything away.
Okay.
But there are going to be some special guests that night. So
Really?
I think it would be anybody that has interest in the history of Friendship Haven and celebrating Friendship Haven, we would certainly invite to come out.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait. I'll definitely be there, and I cannot wait to see who the special guests are in attendance.
Yes,
I know.
more than
More
one.
than one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's
Right?
real exciting.
Right? That will lead us into Thursday then, which is an internal celebration for our team members. So on Thursday, we will host a picnic and fun zone, for lack of better terminology, for all of our team members, their families, our residents and their families.
Nice.
Just a campus-wide event to celebrate our present. Thank our employees for what they do every day to provide, care and compassion for our residents who live there.
Yeah.
And just an opportunity to have some fun together as our Friendship Haven family.
It's like a picnic, it sounds like.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome. And how many residents does Friendship Haven have?
Again, the about right at 400.
Right at 400. Oh, my goodness.
That's
That's
a one
lot.
for one.
Yeah. I love
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is pretty great.
Yeah, I haven't really thought of that before.
It is like a
It's
one
not
for one.
quite 400. It's less than 400, but just right, real close to that.
Close.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The spotlight event then for the week really is our Legacy Night,
Okay.
which will be our celebration on Friday night from 7 to 10 right on our campus. That event will involve entertainment by the dueling pianos of Mike and Andy.
Oh, how fun.
Yes, back by popular demand.
Wow.
It's been a little while since we've had them on campus, so we're looking forward to having them back, rocking us with some good music that night. We'll have a dessert bar prepared by our own Friendship Haven kitchen.
Sign me up.
Okay, can we just talk about Friendship Haven's food? Is so amazing. Like, I had lunch one time and their salmon was top notch.
Yeah.
Well, we now have Chef Ira Shivers on campus.
Oh my
So
goodness.
Between Ira and Stacia and Tamika, we have a really great culinary team.
Yeah.
And they are perfecting these desserts. These bars will be
Oh my
awesome.
goodness.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow. I cannot. That is exciting.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. That night will also involve a raffle
Okay.
that people can purchase tickets for various items that we're securing. Those will also be available online so that
Okay.
anyone who maybe can't attend that Friday evening but still wants to support in some way
They can.
would have that opportunity. Yep.
Nice.
And then we're going to conclude with a bang, literally,
gosh,
with
there's
some
more.
fireworks.
Oh my goodness.
Yay! I love fireworks.
Yeah.
How
Yes.
fun.
Just a fun way to wrap up that Friday night event. And funds raised that night support
Yeah.
our Good Samaritan Fund. That fund allows us to meet immediate needs that residents have. And then also, in conjunction with our Care Trust Fund, ensures that nobody who lives at Friendship Haven would be asked to leave due to outliving their financial resources.
And that is very unique, right? In this space. I mean, that's amazing. So if somebody wants Friendship Haven to be their home and then, like you said, they outlive their anticipation, they're still there at their home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's
that gives me
awesome.
chills. Actually.
Literal
so
chills.
important. Yeah.
How
so
special.
important to us that they have that
Yeah.
sense of security and
Absolutely.
peace, that they know where they'll be. So
Right.
yeah.
Hey guys, thanks so much for listening to the Alliance Connection podcast. Stick around as we hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Discover your future at Buena Vista University. Ready to unlock your potential? Start your online undergraduate journey at Buena Vista University this term 1, beginning August 25th. Our team is ready to answer your questions about courses, financial aid, and transferring credits. Contact us today to learn how you can earn your bachelor's degree in as little as 2 years without pausing your life. Call 712-749-1000 or visit bvu.edu/online for more information. Collaborate with Buena Vista University's Strategic Partnerships Initiative to offer education benefits to complement your current employee benefits package at no cost to your organization. Employees and eligible family members of partnering organizations receive up to 30% tuition discount for our online undergraduate programs and our Master's in Organizational Leadership program. Join more than 190 businesses and schools that have partnered with BVU to help employees and their families achieve their educational goals.
Saturday then will be some self-guided things that people can do around campus. We're going to have different photo opportunities set up and working on a memory walk that would designate and mark some significant places on campus from our past that maybe are no longer there.
Yeah.
With a picture and some basic information about those spots. So things people can enjoy as a family or individually that day.
Yeah.
And then we'll wrap up the week with a worship service on Sunday morning at 9:30 in the Tompkins Celebration Center. That our chaplain, Denise Halverson, is putting her efforts into. And so we know just by that it will be fabulous.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
She's working with 3 different pastors to do the service around past, present, and future.
Oh, wow.
And so it will be, I think, a really special service.
Absolutely.
The Friendship Haven Choir has decided that they're going to sing as a
You guys
part
have
of
a choir?
that.
There's a choir.
There's a choir and there's a bell choir.
Yes.
We
Oh
got
my
all kinds of fun things for people to do.
When you say community, it's like its own little city over here, right?
It is.
Absolutely, yeah.
It
Oh
is.
my gosh.
Yes.
Guess we know when where we're going when we
know.
hit 55 plus.
Right?
No doubt. That's
Right?
awesome.
Yeah. You
Wow.
know, that'll wrap up our week. And, you know, on that note of everything that's out there, I often tell people, like, don't wait until you feel like you have to come. Try to make that decision when you want to come, because there are so many great things that people can take advantage of by living there.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
have line dancers. We have aqua aerobics in our pool. We have a massage therapist on campus. We
Wow.
have hairdressers. I mean, there's so much going on that people don't realize that it's a lot more than bingo. I mean, we
Right.
we have bingo, because,
Right. Because you
Can't
gotta
get rid of
have
a
bingo.
favorite.
Yeah.
but
gotta have that.
there's a lot more going on besides bingo at Friendship Haven. Yeah.
a lot of diverse options for retirement and just,
Heck yeah.
I love that.
Well, not to mention our campus is beautiful. The grounds and the setting is very park-like, and
It is.
I'm really excited for this self-guided tour on Saturday that Jen mentioned, because it's a great way for us to honor some of the buildings that we have torn down over the years. All the original buildings outside of the townhomes we have rebuilt. And so this self-guided tour will give folks that have been in Fort Dodge a while a chance to reflect on the past, and have an appreciation for our paved walking path all around the entire campus. That includes, space around our playground and our beautiful designed gardens, putting green. I mean, there's just a lot of things out there that people don't realize we have. Yeah.
That's amazing. And Julie, Jen, is there anything else that you want to share for our listeners about Friendship Haven, about this amazing week that we have coming up? But is there just anything else that you'd love to share that you think people need to know more about Friendship Haven?
I think Jen did a really good job touching on this. We are certainly excited to celebrate this year, but every single day is a special day at Friendship Haven. And if there's one thing I would want people to know about making a plan for their future, is to make a plan for their future. If it involves Friendship Haven, we love that, and we want people to come to Friendship Haven when they have the ability and desire to enjoy life at Friendship Haven. But more importantly, just as we grow older, it's important to have difficult conversations about where, what, and how do you want to live as you grow older.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of who we are, is helping people make those plans. Of course, we want those plans to include Friendship Haven.
Yeah.
But, our vision is people living full lives with faith, passion, and purpose. And that really is how we approach our work, and would just encourage others to make a plan for their future.
Yeah.
And hope that it includes Friendship Haven.
Not being alone is one of the best parts about being out there.
That's awesome.
You have so many opportunities to interact with people, but you also have the opportunity in your own space to have that alone time if and when you want and need it. So
yeah, that's really amazing. I think that there was a study or something about, being alone is like the new depression, like loneliness. And since COVID, there was all of these studies, and that loneliness had definitely an impact on our society. And so I think too, that's so important. I think that's just amazing that you guys, like you said, give a space to where you can have that quiet alone time, but also there's a whole family when you need
Absolutely.
it, care.
Yep.
Yes, so much support.
That's awesome.
So are there any testimonies or stories that come to mind that really just solidify the 75 years that you guys have had?
Oh gosh. The first story that popped in my head, I will say is a personal one, but one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about Friendship Haven, and a lot of us are actually who work there, is many years ago, my grandparents moved to Friendship Haven sight unseen from Northwest Iowa. And I tell that story because it is personal, because I wouldn't want my grandparents to live anywhere else, but because it was how the community embraced them. Total strangers. They did not know anyone, and they developed this network of friendship, not only with other residents, but with employees that became a part of their life. And many of those employees still work at Friendship Haven. So that's the first story that comes to mind. But I, being there as long as I have so many, in some ways I'm on my third generation of people living at Friendship Haven. In other words, there's people that live there that I knew their parents and I knew their grandparents, and that feels strange to say out loud, but it also just is such a rich, textured fabric of people that I often say to people that Friendship Haven, it isn't important until it's the most important place you go to every day, or the most important place you need. That's the sad thing, is it's not important until it absolutely is.
Right.
And we see that. We see that time and time again.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Well, I am just, again, so thankful that you guys are in our community and that we're celebrating 75 years of the past, but also the vision and the leadership and the strength as a whole team, with the coach at the helm of the next 75 here in the Fort Dodge region. What a gem. And in Iowa, I think this is definitely a unique place. Like you said, there's probably folks and residents that come from all over. And if they don't, I hope that they know they should, because it's amazing. So, anything else that you guys would like to add?
Well, come and join us for Legacy Week.
Yeah. All right.
Legacy
We'll be
night
there.
for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys again for coming on and all you do for the residents and the community as a whole. I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to our floral sponsor, Becker Florist. These flowers, as always, so amazing. And make sure you give them a call for any of your floral needs. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode and all of those episodes. And the guest links are in the comments. Anything else, Katie?
That's it.
All right. That's a
Thanks
wrap.
for having us. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you.
it.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
for coming.
And for all our listeners, have a great week. Every connection strengthens our community, and every conversation sparks new opportunities. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Alliance Connection.
Follow the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance online and on social media. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
I'm Astra,
I'm Katie,
and we'll see you next time.
This podcast is produced by Spin Market and Digital. Located in Fort Dodge, Iowa, Spin Market's highly skilled team can help you increase your market by updating your website, improving SEO, designing advertisements, and producing podcasts that will grab the attention of your market. Contact Spin Market today for all your digital marketing needs at digitalagent@spinmarket.com or call us at 515-302-8026. And to learn more, visit our website at www.spinmarket.com. That's digitalagent@spinmarket.com or 515-302-8026. Or visit our website at www.spinmarket.com.